Peace. Oh, please. It's obvious. Today's going to be a short video about my astral projection experience. So after I woke up in the morning, I laid down to meditate, and then in this meditation, I went out of my body. I felt that rush of the energy, the vibrations. And this was really interesting, all right? So here's what happened. So I immediately rushed to this corner of my room, to right next to the window, because I knew I had to get away from my body as fast as possible because I didn't want to get sucked right back into it. I wanted this experience to last long. So immediately what I do is I look out the window and I notice that it looks super identical to what it is in physical reality. And this actually caught me off guard a little bit, because usually when I astral project and look out the window, there's things that are off. Things just don't look exactly identical. But this time, the sky was gray, just like it was in physical reality, and everything looked to be particularly in place as it is in physical reality. And so I look, and I look over to this one house, and I noticed that there's these gray beings, they're kind of short, and these little gray beings are walking to this house. And I noticed that I look over to my left, my next door neighbor, there's a few gray beings walking to that house too. They're just walking on the driveway. So I immediately try to phase through the window. No, it doesn't work. I have not been able to successfully phase through things. So consciously, I haven't been able to, but I have unconsciously been able to phase through things. So I open up the window. I go right through the window, and then all of a sudden, I remember my goal. My goal is to meet one of my spirit guides. So I'm yelling out, "I want to meet my spirit guides!" And I'm flying straight towards my next door neighbors, where there's two of these little gray beings, and they have these black eyes. Just gray bodies. It looks like they're not wearing like any clothes or anything like that. And as I'm like yelling that, and so I'm gliding towards him, like straight towards him, because I want to see what he looks like up close. And so I'm gliding straight towards him. He kind of like looks at me like, "Whoa!" I'm like, "What?" And then I swoop up after I get like super close. I swoop up, and then I go over my house, and I'm just looking around. And that was also interesting. That was one of my first experiences where I actually changed my direction and I flew the other way. So I think that was quite a step for me. And I wanted to explore some more. I wanted to find my spirit guide. So I'm looking all around. And as you might have seen in my previous videos, I talked about how when I wanted to meet my spirit guides, I would look up in the skies, and the clouds would part and I would fly through there. But so this time I didn't notice anything like that. I'm just kind of looking around, and I don't notice anything start appearing. But also I did notice one thing. It was really identical. Like I'm looking over my house, and everything looks super identical to physical reality, and it's like things aren't moved around and stuff like that. So that had me questioning. But as soon as I was hesitant and looking all around, my experience, it was done, and I was awake. I was back in my body. But it really has me thinking, like, maybe I was in a lower density astral plane because everything was so similar. But the fact of these little gray beings, are they aliens? I don't know. I don't know, but they might have been, because they had the qualities. They had kind of like these round gray heads, and these I don't remember how slender the bodies were exactly, but this was like a week ago I had this experience, but I just remembered, like, I gotta make this video right now. So yeah, they just had these gray bodies, black eyes, and that's it. Two of them were walking to one of my neighbor's houses across the street, and two of them were walking to my next door neighbor's. Like, they were walking towards the house. So I'm wondering, like, why were they walking towards the house? The house is like, was I in some kind of alternate reality where these are their homes? I'm not really too sure. What do you think? Comment, like, what do you think? Are these aliens or what? I'm not really sure. I want to put these pieces together, and if you can help me with any of your comments, that would be much appreciated, because it's always so exciting to realize and understand what these experiences are exactly. So that's my short little video about my experience of this quick astral projection and meeting these, well, not technically meeting these beings, but seeing these beings in my neighborhood, which I've never seen something like that before. And so yeah, it was quite fascinating. If you want to see more lucid dreaming / astral projection videos, I have some right here. And here you can subscribe, hit the bell notification, because I have a lot more videos coming. Peace. Oh, please keep your mind at ease. It's obvious.